Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Wednesday, June 14th, 2023. It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here with live chat. Not necessarily sewing on Wednesdays, but you never know. If the conversation doesn't pick up, I just may cut on my machine and continue sewing some seams here. But welcome everybody into the chat. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. That's what we're kind of waiting on now, is for people to get into the chat. Just got lots of things I've been busy with. So hello everybody. I see Sue GSD is here saying hello to you and fellow quilters on this warm evening in St. Louis. I probably didn't even step outside today. I could see that the sun was out, but then it kept fading a little bit, which means it probably was a great day. It wasn't too hot. So I think I would have liked today had I had the opportunity to go out. Dee Dee here from Michigan. Hey, Dee Dee Hansen. I got your birthday greeting in the mail today, and I have this little tray here that I will be putting names in as items come in. So that's there. So thank you so much, Miss Dee Dee. We'll talk about that later. Jean Green is here saying hello, everyone from Southern California. Jakara saying good evening from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Mary F is here saying howdy from hot Kansas. Brenda Foley, hi T and friends. Damali J saying hi to everyone. Kevin the Quilter is here saying hey Miss T and all T Quilters, tuning in from Denver, trying to get home tonight. So hopefully you make it, Kevin. Keep your fingers crossed. Remo JS is here saying evening Miss T and Quilters, thumbs up. Everyone show your love and support. Brenda Perkins saying hi T and quilting family. Marianne N saying hi everyone from Southeast Pennsylvania, listening as I head into the supermarket. Shaquita Pearson saying hi to everyone. Monty Pep, hey, hey, hey. And Dee Dee says, wasn't sure the exact birthday date, so I hurried up and made the card. Yes. And I'm going to talk about that. My birthday is not until next month, but I had some items in the haul that put that out, but people still need to know ahead of time in order to get their greeting in. June Hansen had a birthday this week, saying hi to everyone. I think it was yesterday, or was it today? I can't remember. Yesterday, I think, June. She's saying she'll be listening. And then Minnie Dula says hello T and quilters. Maddie Bonham saying hey T and everyone. So yeah, I don't have like I didn't plan this live until like 6:15. I have been so busy. I've been long on quilting, but not. I've quilted some stuff and then my machine went haywire again. And so then I had to take some stitching out, stitched a row and a half, and then it went haywire again. So I've been taking stuff out again. So I have been doing a lot of ripping instead of a lot of sewing. And it takes a whole lot longer. Like for every hour that you spend putting stitches in, you probably spend 5 or 6 hours taking stitches out. Okay. So it is no joke taking out stitches. And I didn't have a problem with the tension. When you have loose tension issues and you got to take stuff out because of that, it's a lot easier to take out. This was regular tension issues. I mean regular tension. And so with this just stitching haywire, so I had to take out real stitching, not bad stitching. So it's been a while. And then I've been doing a lot of desk work, and I'll talk about that in a minute. We got more people coming in. Shirley Peters saying hi to you and everyone. Nikki B, hello. Just got in from watering flowers, so that's cool. Sharon Lewis says hi to and quilters, listening while in traffic. She's Remo is sewing on her Purple Heart, trying to complete group 4. She's working on sessions, I guess, 1 through 3. Elaine Doucette says hello down there. Hi, Elaine. So yeah, I don't have a big agenda today because I've been busy, at least to talk about. So if anybody's in here got any questions, we don't have a lot of um, people in here right now. And from the chat, it looks like I've got all of my regulars that just about know everything. So I doubt if people are going to have questions, but you can use this session as a Q&A if you like as well. And then what have I been working on? Lots of stuff. um, Quilts by Carmel saying, hey, Miss T and all T quilters listening while working. So yeah, trying to make sure I got everything. Evelyn Muhammad, greetings, Mrs. T and everyone. So hello, Evelyn. Welcome to the chat. What I want to talk about is retreat because I have been spending the last week working off and on retreat, and then this week a little bit more. It's very frustrating when I've been trying to get prices and information about retreat for a year now, and then when I finally get it, it's like they're trying to rush me into signing this contract, and the contract isn't even typed correct. It doesn't even have the right numbers on it, which also means that our numbers are inflated. And then they've got let me back up and say that new management has come into this facility and a lot of things are changing. And then I've had I am not the only, or Teaquilts is not the only group that has used this facility in the past. My large quilt guild here in the St. Louis area has used this facility for many years. And so we've always had the same date. They've changed their date, they've changed our date. It's like they didn't even adhere to the regular principles of keeping our dates available for us. So we're using a different day for Teaquilts. I've already sent that information out. I hope I did back in November, and I'm going to be sending out some stuff. So that's why I'm starting with retreat now. You're going to be getting something from retreat. I almost got it ready, except that then I realized I had a couple of names wrong. So I'm trying to get everybody's name right, and I'm trying to get everybody into the group that needs to be in the group for a retreat. We got a few retreat issues. Number one is the price, and it's not that it is the price and it isn't the price. The fact that it's gone up 27% from last year. So that's an issue. When I've been trying to get prices from them and was kind of sort of told that it wasn't going to go up a whole lot, but it did. It went up when I told you all it went up in November. I had never calculated how much, and then it also went up from that when she said it would only go up another 5%. And I didn't check to see if it had went up another 5% or less because it didn't matter when I did the total, and it went up 27% in 2 years, which I feel is a lot. I mean, I don't run a retreat center, so I don't know what their expenses are, but it just seems like a lot to me. I think the pricing is still fair overall though. It's the times. It's kind of like trying to get your house repairs done and things like that. And things are just more expensive than they used to be before. One of the things that I had been doing since my retreat in May is that I have my small guild members. We all took a number of facilities that we either called and or were making trips to. So I am in the process of trying to get additional places. One of the places that I would really like to take us to, if you fly in, you will most definitely have to rent a car. You'd have to fly in either to St. Louis or to Kansas City. Kansas City might be a little bit closer to this facility. then St. Louis Airport, but either one of them will work depending on where you're flying from and where your plane will land. So, yeah, so I am looking into some things like that. I got one more facility to view on July 3rd. And then my group, we're all going to sit down and try to figure out what's best for my small group because we were already looking for my small group. And it's not that we might switch facilities, it's just that we are looking at what our options are. So that's one other thing. And then I'm also going to go back to some. I had went to this particular hotel, or I went to a couple that were sort of kind of close to the airport, but I'm going to go to some different ones. And then I also went to one that was across in South County that gave me back the horrific numbers for being across town from the airport. So I'm going to see if I can also get into some hotels that are mid county, mid St. Louis County, and not like south, but not in north either, because I think the closer you are to the airport, the more the hotels cost. So I'm going to see if I can find something for those that have already been to a retreat. I'm going to try to find a hotel that's midway between where we meet, where we had the retreat last year, and where the airport is, because you know the locations of those two spots. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's been a little frustrating. And then I think she's tired of me because I'm a numbers person and I'm telling her what my numbers should be in my contract, because they got additional stipulations in the contract that's binding me to the particular numbers that are in the contract. And I don't want to sign numbers on a binding contract that's using those numbers if something should default. And then you're holding me to a higher standard than what I should be held accountable for. So I had an issue with that. And so and when I mentioned it to her, she just told me, everything was fine, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but what about these numbers that are wrong? Am I signing a contract that doesn't really mean anything? Because if I sign that contract, I want it to be seen through these email messages, because those are documented proof as well. I want proof that I sent this information to her asking her these particular questions. So I want to make sure that I'm covered when I'm signing a contract, because I don't want to be held accountable for what they're already trying to hold me accountable for, let alone holding me accountable for more than what I need to be held accountable for. So that's what's kind of going on. I still haven't officially signed the retreat contract at this point. We're close. She says she's frustrated. So today is Wednesday, and she tells me that she's going to contact me early next week. No particular day, just early next week, whatever that means. So it could be up to a week before I hear from her, because technically Wednesday could still be considered early part of the week if you hit me Wednesday morning, right? So I don't know. It's very confusing. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't know if a lot more people are going to retreats and it's causing the retreat centers and places that hold retreats to raise their fees. I have no idea. I almost think I'm going to have to move retreat out of the month of June. I really hate to do that, because I got two people that work in the school system that I'm aware of. And so that's a good time for them to attend. But my first retreat was in September, the fall of September, and I actually like September a lot better than I like June, but it was because of these two people that come every time or anytime I have something, they always come. And so I was trying to keep it available for those two. But I don't know. I'm open for suggestions on a lot of things. When you're moving to different facilities, sometimes those spots are not available for you when you're looking at one concrete week. So it's a little bit frustrating. And then when I'm trying to nicely tell somebody that the numbers are wrong, and then it's like I feel like um she doesn't have time to deal with it. And I think it's because she's not good with numbers. You can have people that are good with scheduling, people that are good with communicating with people, and then you can have people that are good with numbers. And you got to have all of that when you got somebody scheduling retreats, because you're making contracts that's about the money that's coming into this business. And I think she was just a little frustrated because I'm having issues. I'm questioning the numbers, and she's not giving me what I want. And I want a concrete number. I don't want to sign this contract because we responded in this email. I want to know, am I responsible for this contract that's wrong if I sign it? What are you saying? It doesn't matter. I didn't say if I was going to be responsible. I said, so it doesn't matter if I sign a contract that's wrong. We're going to be using the correct numbers, right? And then she tells me that she's going to send it next week. So, um, anyway, I've been trying to gather all of the stuff, a whole lot of changes. I have already started typing the email. I got it in draft mode, trying to make sure all the people that need to get the information will get this information. Trying to make sure that we have rooms because we got less rooms than we had this year. So I have I have done some rearranging of the rooms. I myself do not have a single room like I had before. So I have done some rearrangings, and I will be sending out this information. And if you are not happy with your rooming situation, you can email me. You're going to get it under a blind copy. So when you respond back to me, only I will see what you're saying to me. If you're not happy with the room assignments, you can please let me know. Um, I do have two right now. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to open up anything because I'm short bedrooms. And if anybody that's in a room that's local here in St. Louis wants to be a commuter, then I might be able to open up the retreat for two other people. But right now, I don't have any beds because they shortened our rooms that we had. We had, was it 6 or 8 singles, 4 Jack and Jills, and about 5 or 6 doubles. And we don't have that this time. So we got 11 doubles, and I've made 11 of the doubles 4 singles. So that means I've got 7 doubles and 4 Jack and Jills, and then the rest, I got 6 commuter spots. 4 of the commuter spots are taken. All of the beds are taken. And so right now, I'm just going to see if anybody locally wants to switch. If they do, then I can take 2 out of state people. But if not, I have no openings for retreat at this current time. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't get on a retreat wait list eventually. When I open it up, it's not open right now because I don't even want to be bothered with that right now until I get all the pricing. The pricing is now situated. It's just that she's got to put it in the contract right. I know what the pricing is, but she doesn't have it right. Um, so yeah, I will be still working on that until early next week. um, Let me see who else has come in here and see if anybody had any questions on anything that I have said. I doubt it, but hey, because I'm just rambling because I'm frustrated. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Um, Dee Dee says, just cross out the wrong items and replace with the right ones and send it back. And that's what I thought about doing too. But and I asked her in the email, I'm telling her according to my calculations what the numbers are. And I guess she needs to verify that. But it's like I can write the contract. I don't know what the big deal is you know, if this is what you're charging. I also feel like there's a lot of built-in charges because, like I said, it went up 27%. I think they are getting mad at people not purchasing the snack thing, and so now snack thing only costs 60 cents, which I still didn't pay for. Well, I don't know what I paid for. I asked for coffee and tea and hot chocolate, and and then they were saying something about paying another 60 cents for snacks, but I'm like, if it's already included, I'm so confused with the contract. It's a mess. But anyway, I think, but it's already paid for in the contract, in my opinion. But then they want you to pay another 60 cents per person, which isn't a lot of money. But when snacks used to cost almost four something per person per snack. So if you had two breakouts in a day, you were paying $8 per person per day. And then 90% of the snacks were stale. So that's why I decided I wasn't going to use their snacks. I've been there long enough to know that the snacks have expiration dates that are expired. So and that's really been my only complaint of this facility in the past. It's just that I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to pay that much money for snacks that are expired. And so we brought our own. And I think what's been happening is a lot of groups have been purchasing their own snacks. Instead of them fixing the expired snack issue, they're mad at us because we bring our own that are not expired. So what they've done is, to me, if you've gone up 27%, you've rolled those prices and fees all into it, and then you still now say, oh, snacks is only 60 cents per person. That's not true. You've already added it in. um, and I know for a fact that my group and the groups that I go with, we never bother their snacks when we don't pay for them. We only bother them if we pay for them, because you need to get what you paid for. When you're charging $4 for some snacks, you need to at least go get you 2 or 3 bags of snacks. So, um, yeah. Nikki B saying, wish I could do your Zoom, but I will be camping this weekend. Have fun. Did you get your pattern? I don't know who Remo is talking to. And I don't know who Mary is talking to, saying, oh, that's quite a hike. She's talking about in price. Yeah, but when I went to like one of the hotels, one of the Holiday Inns, trying to get stuff, they gave me some ridiculous numbers too last year when I was trying to get numbers. So I think it must, this is a strange, strange world. That's all I can say. Nobody is working according to the people that's saying they can't get people to work. So nobody wants to work. People aren't working, but yet everybody's going on retreats. Everybody seems to be buying whatever it is that they want. People are looking to buy used cars. You know, all of these things. It's like, how can all these things be happening if nobody is working? So certain things are in demand, and so those prices are high. Hey, Vivian Cavi. Hey, Bonita Nan. She says, hey, Miss T and everyone. And same thing from Vivian. Carla Ford saying the same. Also, Deborah Holloway. And Joe Carmel saying, don't sign until you have actual numbers. Yeah. And I guess I could just rewrite over the contract and send it in so I can at least get the deposit in. I guess I could do that and then wait for her to send me the real thing. I guess I could do that tomorrow and I can send her another stamp. They'll already have the payment and all of that, because we're going to have to use the facility for 2024, because I'm not going to find anything less than a year out now. It'll be the last week of June next year. So, yeah, we will be using the facility next year. I do know that. We just need to get the price right for me to sign the contract. Jason Lewis is here. Hey, y'all, listening while I'm out running some errands. Hey. T. Roberts is here. Celia Swain, Betsy Layton said, don't sign it if it isn't correct. Right. Sheila Willis saying, good evening, T and all quilters. And it's about 1,600 higher than it should be. And then if something happens where, I don't know, they don't go into, they just say if this is canceled for any unforeseen reasons. They don't say if it's act of nature of God, we reschedule or not. And it's just real straightforward. And it's like, if it's canceled, it's like you lose your money. You lose a certain percent by December 31st, which was like more than half. And then after that, you lose basically it. If we're canceling, we just lose it, period. I'm obligated to pay 80% of what is due. So that's basically them all the money. Basically all the money. And they don't, we all had COVID. So it's like they should have, their contract could have been written a little better. And it's just weird to me, but I can't make them add that into the contract because this is what they're sending out. All I can do is make sure that the numbers that you're sending me is correct. And then I have to live with their contract after that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm looking at other places too. Hey, Sheila Willis. Um, so main thing on this topic that I want to just let people know, because a lot of you all are in here. If you don't look in your um if you don't see an email from me, I'm trying to get this out tonight. It's probably not going to be 100% correct, but I'm okay with that. Because I'm trying to get who's paid their deposit and who hasn't. I can't find my clipboard from when I wrote all of that stuff down. My paper, well, I found the clipboard. My paper must have come off the clipboard and I didn't know it. So I don't know where that piece of paper is. So I have both of my clipboards. I have one for my guild, one for the retreat, and the papers aren't on either of those boards. So I'm trying to go back through my electronic payments, trying to figure out who paid their deposits and who didn't, and then following through with that. So if your name doesn't have your deposit paid, just you need to contact me and let me know how you paid your deposit so I can go find your deposit. I've been trying to go through and find them on my own, but I can make a mistake. I'm trying to find what I can. If you haven't paid a deposit, you need to pay your deposit so that you can hold your spot. It's a couple of people that are on here that haven't paid their deposits, and so you do need to get that paid as soon as possible. And then July, end of July, it's going to be when we're going to start back up payments for retreats, and we should have it done in 3 or 4 months. I'm trying to get this over and done with. So when the deadline's in for me, where I'm responsible, I've got everybody's money in. So if something should happen and they take 80%, make me pay 80% of this contract, I at least got the money to pay the 80%. And then I've got the other 20% that they leave me with to refund to everybody. Okay. It's just crazy. But we're going to have a retreat. I don't feel like we're not going to have a retreat. But it's just how the stuff is written in the contract that makes you not want to sign something. Have you ever had that? Last year, I think I was just having contract itis because I didn't want to sign my name to contracts. And this year, it's like a whole lot has changed in this particular contract, and I don't want to sign this contract. So, and I have to pay 25%, which I haven't even collected 25%. So that's got to come out of my money as well. When I send the contract back, I got to send in 25%. Hi, Darcy. She said, make sure you give T your thumbs up. Thank you. So she was setting up the sprinkler. Thank you, Darcy. Um, so that's been my major ripping out stitches from your quilt caller. My machine just went haywire, child. And I'm on the first one too, on the second one, really, your second quilt, second of the third. Um, And so I've been ripping out stitches. I've done 2 occasions of having to rip out stitches. So I'm going to cut everything off, reprogram it, and make sure that everything's lining up. And then I'm going to see if it'll stitch out tomorrow. I'm so scared to hit the button. I finally got all the stitches out today. So I've been doing between stitching that and this retreat has been a nightmare. The other thing, I don't think I have any questions about retreat. That's what I went and read the chat for. Just know that you need to check I'm going to send tonight whatever I have, even if I got to make corrections. I'm just going to send what I have tonight. I'm working on names and deposits right now. And I'm going to go ahead and send what I have tonight. If you don't see it in the morning, you need to look in your spam folder to make sure that it didn't get kicked into your spam folder. And then the other thing that I have been working on is that I did send out the information. I made a quick video about the Zoom meeting that's going to be June 25th at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is a Sunday, and it was just, I am busy mostly on every Saturday except for the first Saturday of the month, and the first Saturday of the month had passed. I wanted to do something in June. It was Joe Carmel's idea of having retreat withdrawal and saying maybe we should do some kind of retreat or something for June, and the first had already passed. So I decided that Sunday was the only other day I have available in the month. So that was the only day that I can make it. So it's kind of like a little mini retreat for us, or a class, um, something for us to do on the Zoom. The Zoom meeting is, the Zoom class is $25 per person. I mailed out the instructions, not instructions, your supply list yesterday. So if you haven't seen the supply list and you pay for the trip around the scrap basket Zoom class, $25. Check your spam folders. If you still don't see it, you need to email me and let me know. But please check so that I'm not resending all of this stuff. I make groups for all of this type of stuff so that I'm only having to send this out once. And then when I have to go back and resend it, I got to go try to find the emails. When I've been doing a lot of emailing with retreat to everybody, I've been making lots of phone calls. It just takes more of my time. So if you could please just search your mail for Teaquilts, it'll come up. Unless it's in your spam, then you have to go into your spam folder and get it from out of there. Because sometimes you can accidentally put something in your trash can and don't know that it came in. I've had people do that as well. But if you search your mail, it'll look everywhere but your spam folder or your junk mail folder. Some people have it called junk mail. Trash is where you put them when you want to delete. So for those that are not as computer literate. So, hi, Diane McCoy. Okay, Carla. Yeah, thank you. Carla says, "Oh no, yeah, it happens sometimes. It's. I think my machine needs an adjustment, and it was stitching good. It stitched bad on one quilt. I fixed it. Well, I didn't fix it. I reset it, and it stitched, and then I stitched two more quilts. So I thought it had fixed itself. But no, I need to make some adjustments. So I need to do that. When I get this quilt off, I'm gonna sit down and make some adjustments to the machine, put on a practice piece or something. So you have a little delay in your quilts, but they'll get done eventually. Uh Joe Carmel to my yay, excited about getting her information. Kim R is here saying good evening, looking forward to Zoom. And I'm going to start cutting tonight. Yay! um And Carla says she got it, T, so she got hers. Thank you. You're welcome. How long does the Zoom go? I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do, I haven't even, because it's been a while since I've taught this class. I'm gonna go make all the samples again. I haven't made the samples, but what I'm planning to do is like give people a certain amount of time to do certain steps, and then we're gonna move from there to. So I'd say 4 hours. It could be 6 if I'm not tired. We'll see. At least 4 hours. You're not gonna get your whole um quilt top put together, but I want to make sure everybody have all the steps completed, and I want to make sure everybody stay on the same page. That's kind of how I teach. Remo says she got hers. Judy Hebert's here saying hi, T Quilters and T. Hey, Judy. All right, so that's the and then also in the note that I put in the email, you're only getting what supplies you need and what cutting you need to have done. I don't want too many people jumping ahead of everybody else, and then people are confused on different levels. I like to kind of teach on the same level. If you're on a different step than everybody else, just quietly do it without stressing somebody else out that's a slower paced worker. Everybody is not a speedy sower. Some people are on different skill levels. This is something that a beginner can do, but you do need to know your 1/4 inch seam allowance. I do have, I think, 4 spots available now. If you're interested in wanting to do the Zoom, you do need to do it via electronic payments. If you're going to do that, like Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, something like that. I prefer not using PayPal. I've had a couple of people send it via PayPal. They take out expenses when you send it through PayPal. So I'm trying not to have that done. I sent yours out, T. Um, I don't even have my other phone in here. I sent it out. Um, Bonita got hers. Judy says, hello, TNO, suffering from COVID again. It's been 3 years to the day that I had it. Don't wish this on anyone. Oh my gosh. You would think that it would be less strenuous the second time. So I'm so sorry, Judy, that you're going through that. Maddie Barnum saying she wants to do it. Just email me because I need to forward the emails to you so it's easier for you to email me. You need to make your electronic payments and then I can send that information out to you. Let me check your email. Hold on. I'm going to dip out of here and go to my mail. And I don't even know if I sent it in blind copy, if it will let me know on this phone. If, I mean, because this thing is not even hooked up, but it should show me. I'm going to go to my sent mail. See, this is what I'm saying. I have to look for them too. um, um, and then I have everybody responding back to me, so it's a little bit more complicated. Okay. And I'm just gonna give um the email it went to was piedmont.org. That's the one that I have for you. Uh that's T Roberts. And you know what's in the front of all of that. I'm not gonna give out your whole email. If that's not the right email address, you need to email me so that I can change it because I have you in my email wrong then. I need to change your email. And Carla says she's praying for Judy. You're so sweet. You all are so nice. Speedy recovery from Benita. Deborah got hers and Vivian got hers. So yeah, sometimes because I'm a small business, not like Xerox or Apple or HP.com. I got my own email of Teaquilts.com. It thinks that it's spam mail sometimes when it come in because I'm not a big corporation that I have my own email handle. And so it automatically will put my email into your spam. Even when you have me in as a contact, it will still sometimes put my email over in your spam folder. She says, oh, that's my job. I'll check. Well, send me an email from your home email, and then I'll make sure that I update it because I got you in the group. When I type in your name, I just take whatever pops up first. So you must have sent me something via that message, that method, not message, via that method. And then that's what I have as your email address when I save you into my contact book. So then when I start sending out emails, then it's going to pick up what I have saved as a contact. So email me if that's incorrect so that I can get it correct because I do want to do it right so you know where to look for your stuff for me. And Joe got hers. Sandy Agger is here saying, hello all, I work today. Sorry to be late. Girl, you got to do what you got to do. So that's the class. What was the other thing we were supposed to talk about today? I think that was it. Was it it? I have been filling orders. I shipped some orders today. Bonita, I sent you a email what your total due is for your patterns. I mailed yours out today. I know yours went out today. I mailed some other ones out today, and I didn't mail Darcy and is it Judy that wanted the triple side step pattern. Do you know? I got to figure out where I put them. It's been too much going on. I sat down and sorted out everybody's patterns, and those were the only two that were single orders. And I got everybody's pattern orders all packaged up, ready to mail out today. And I don't know where, I think it just must have slid somewhere. So I've got to figure out where it's at. I have no idea where the triple side steps are. Okay. Okay. I see you. And I'll switch that so when I send the next email, it'll come to the right place because I want to make sure that you get it from the right place. And did you see the current email though? Or do I need to resend that? She's saying she'll check, but I don't know if she ever got it. Um Jason says you still have I think it's 4 spots I have available. I was trying not to go over 20, Jason. I think I have 4 spots available. And so Francie says, hello, Miss T. Just joining in, listening as I'm making zipper pouches. Had today off so I could catch a live. So that's nice. Have fun. I love when you take the day off and just sew. Yes, the class is still on the 25th. Okay, Bonita. And I kind of figured that. I know Bonita is one of my quick responders. There are certain people that I communicate with all the time. And when all of a sudden, when we're communicating back and forth, and then all of a sudden I don't get any communication, I know that email went to spam. I already know. Okay. Okay. So I'll see your personal one. I'll go in and change you in the group, change your email in that group, and then I will forward what I sent out later because I can't do all that here. I can't even change my contacts on my phone. I have to be on my desktop or a laptop. Um, I got it. Sending Cash App now. She's saying, "What are you talking about? I got some extra cash on Cash App, so you'll get 2 payments." We ain't trying to do that. Oh, she's saying, I think with Cash App, you got to send what you have. And then when you owe extra, I think you have to then go do that. If you put the whole amount in, they'll take the whole amount out your account, which is what they do to me. So okay, Bonita, I get what she's saying now. So class is still the 25th, and I'll make sure that I get you that I have to go to my actual desktop to do all of those changes. And Joe Cormel messing with Jason, talking about sorry, no more room. That is too funny. That is too funny. And who else? I think that's it. I can't remember if I have anything else to tell you all. If I missed something, you all let me know. The dressed in village, I haven't set that up yet, and that's because I've been dealing with so many other things. That I'm trying to handle what I'm handling now. And we're still technically working with other sew alongs still at this point. So it's not a big deal. I'm hoping that I can do that Dresden Village. I don't know, 4 months trying to get that stuff pieced. It's a lot of blocks and units, but we'll see. trying to do like every 2 weeks, maybe something like that. But right now we haven't started, so I have no idea. But I haven't figured that out. But Nita, you already paid for trip around the scrap basket. You needed. I'm so confused. And I don't have my phone here to remember the Cash App. I couldn't pull it up on here. It did some update and then wanted me to sign in. You're paying for your patterns, but it should all work out the same. I'll make sure. Janet says, Mackerel says, hello, T and T Quilters. Hey, Janet, welcome to the chat. Okay, T, I'll get you. Well, it would have been in your work mail. It wouldn't have been in your personal mail. Evelyn says she got hers, got her instructions, so that's good. Yeah, Benita trying to confuse me. Yeah, those were her patterns orders. I was getting out pattern orders this week. I guess I like doing stuff in bulk. And so I kind of just wait until I give everybody a few days to get their stuff in, and then I go try to do them all at the same time. And now I got to find two. I said, girl, you something else. And I know I got them, but I don't know where they. I had them all. I had all these patterns sorted out, had envelopes underneath with people's first name on them so I can get the patterns in the mail. And then it was like, oh, they just got singles out. I don't need to sort those. I'll get those later. Well, I mailed everybody's stuff, and I'm like, it's got to be in the long arm room. I don't know where it fell, unless it fell. There is plenty of places if I'm working on my long arm because I have um, storage cabinets underneath, and they can fall in between. So it's like I have to go do the whole big search. So I think it's Judy, one of the Judys and Darcy's. I know Darcy is one. T says she's at work now, so that's good. Made it safe. Remo's reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Show your love and support. Please subscribe if you want. You won't be disappointed. And Sue is also reminding they're typing at the same time. So yeah, so I don't have anything else that I can think of. We will be back Saturday with live sew and chat. Well, I'll be working on these beautiful blocks here. We'll continue working on those. See, one. I forgot how many we have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 of them made. The pattern that I had, I thought it was like 20 that I was the goal, but I think I've cut probably about 30, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll see what I end up with. I did get my fabric that's sitting up here. I showed it to you all. I did get another small order in, but I'm going to have some more stuff coming in. I'm ordering in some stuff for my birthday. That's what I forgot to talk to you all about. For my birthday drawing. My birthday is July 28th. Um, Let me see. I got to get a calendar because I forget the date. Oh my goodness. So the last Wednesday of the month is going to be July 26th. That's when I'm going to be doing my birthday drawing. And what that is you know how somebody asks you for something for their birthday, but they never even sent you a card on your birthday? Then that's what this is. I do drawings throughout the year, putting people in for various different reasons, just for watching. If you participated in something over here or something over there, you get entered. If you are a moderator, I put people in stuff. Well, this time you've got to be able to send me a card. My mailing address is a P.O. box that's in the bottom of in the description field of my videos. Just send me as a minimum a birthday card. You don't have to send a gift. If you do, that's great. It's wonderful. Who doesn't like gifts? But you only have to send me a birthday card in order to be entered into the drawing. And I'm just gathering up various things that are going to be for the drawings. I don't know if I'm going to keep everything as a one item thing or if I'm going to um, group it up like I did last time. I just did a drawing last month where I was just grouping things. So I feel like I'm going to be grouping some things. Also on the 26th, if you're in the Boho Heart Sew Along group, that's the day that I'm also going to have one of those prizes be for the Boho Heart winner. So if you got your completed quilt done, you want to make sure, I still haven't created a folder yet, but just make sure that you get your quilt top done by July 26th for sure. You might want to get it done a couple days earlier because I'm going to be pulling from it, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing all that at the last minute. So you might want to make sure you get it in there by the Monday or Tuesday before the Wednesday of the month, the 24th or the 25th. But I got to go in there. I thought I had taken pictures of my quilt at retreat, and I don't think I did. So I'm going to have to go into that video that I uploaded and just take some screenshots to put in there. So that's what the holdup is. I was looking at all of that stuff today. I had a lot of stuff that I was doing at my desktop today, but I downloaded all the files off my camera and didn't see any of those photos in there. So I'm still working on that. So just know that in order to enter into my birthday drawing, which is going to be July, not June, I'm giving people a chance to get the cards in the mail. And I got um Dee Dee's card today came. So Dee Dee's name is already in the drawing. This will just be sitting back here so that as things come in, I can just go ahead and put people in the drawing. And I even put Paula. Paula sent something that came in Saturday. And since it was so close to me asking for stuff, I just went ahead and put her name in there as well. So yeah. Oh, Sue says it's 377 days until our illustrious retreat. Yes, I'm looking forward to it because no matter how stressful it is, planning a retreat and trying to get numbers right and communicating with people, and I enjoy retreats. I have enjoyed every retreat that I have ever been to, and the Teaquilts retreat, even though I know I coordinated and it sounds far-fetched, but it still was the best retreat that I've ever been to ever because it dealt with not just I've been to one other retreat that had people from out of town, if I'm not mistaken, but this one was just more magical than that. The other one, it was just like going through the motions or whatever. This one, I felt like we all got along very well, all had a great time and enjoyed each other. It was totally different, and it was like you had never met a stranger in the room. That's how I felt at this retreat. And I've never felt like that at any big group gathering where I've come traveling, for people that travel across the country to feel inclusive in something. And we had a few people here in St. Louis that attended this retreat. We had a couple people that, in my opinion, were more introverts, kind of quiet, not really outgoing, like speaking to people first. And I feel like even they had a great time at retreat. So um yeah, so I enjoyed this retreat. What's 58, Sue? Hey, Phyllis G. She says hi, T, and everyone. Phyllis is traveling. She posting all kinds of stuff. Making us jealous. I don't know what's 58. 58, right? Oh, my age. Girl, I don't keep up with my age until somebody asks me. But that would be correct. That should have been some of the questions that you all should have been answering tonight. Asking tonight. And when somebody asks me my age, ever since I've turned like 30, 35, somewhere in that area, it's like I have to constantly pause and do the math from the current year and take my birthday year out of it. I do. I don't keep up with my age. I'm just living life. My main goal was knowing what age I was going to be when I retired. Once that happened, it's like, and then that was the last age, but not necessarily like putting it in conjunction with what year it was per se. Because all I knew was I needed to be at least 50 years old to retire. So I just needed to get to age 50. And then once that happened, it's like from 35 to 50, I really didn't care. And then after I retired, I really don't care. So I always have to pause. And every once in a while, I catch myself telling somebody like a year older or a year younger than what I really am because I don't keep up with it. Sue talking about, I wish I was 58 again. And just like wine, you mature, right? But I don't really care about it. I'm living my best life. I know that I just when I was working, I worked for the state and I worked in the Department of Mental Health and we had psychiatric aides, which was one of our lowest paying positions. And I saw those ladies in there pushing like they'll push office chairs, walking with the backs for stability because they didn't have a cane and a walker, and then it helped better than having the tennis balls. They would just use the chairs because it rolled a lot easier on the carpet. And then a lot of those ladies, when they finally retired, they didn't even live out a year retired because they had to work longer than they should have because of their retirement pay wasn't as much as they needed since they were the lower paid staff members. And I just saw that so many times over and over again, going to funerals. And I was like, this is not going to happen to me. I am not going to have less than a year retired after working all of these years. So I was adamant about not working that particular job to age 62 or more. So I work for myself now. So I do just as much. I'm busier than I ever have been. I don't know how I did quilting and work when I did it because it seems like it's overwhelming now. But Sue talking about she's turning to vinegar. Are you crazy, girl? You better stop. uh, uh, Joe Carmel talking about she's super excited for Zoom class retreat 2024. Vanessa Brown saying, hey, everybody, been watching on TV. Hello and good night. Hey, Vanessa. I met Vanessa in Atlanta under weird circumstances. You're the same age as my baby sister, so I always remember. That's Bonita. Janet says, me too, Sue. My birthday is July 8th, and I will be 70. Good grief. Oh, ain't that something? Um, I don't know. I just know I want to keep living. I'm not gonna worry about the condition until I get there. That's all I can do. Sue says what scares me is I'll be 70 in December and work 6 days a week. Oh my God, now that's awesome. Honey, you got young folks can't work 6 days a week. Or even two. So that's what's funny. They can't even work 2 days, okay? So but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. I will see you all Saturday where we will be sewing and chatting. And I think I'm gonna take a break until about like 10 o'clock because I got shows I do like to watch on Wednesdays. So I already missed the 7 to 8 o'clock hour. So I'm gonna watch 8 to 10 and then I'll go back to my computer. So you'll be getting your retreat. Whatever I have at this point is what you're gonna get for retreat. Most of it is correct. It might be off with who's paid deposits, but I do know those that haven't paid any deposits. So don't try to think you're slick. Which I don't think anybody on this list would do that. So we got a very good group of people, but there are a few people that need to pay at least the minimum deposits. And then we're going to start back July 31st with retreat deposit payments being due. So I have to branch all of that out into 3 or 4 payments and see how that goes. All right. So if anybody else got any questions, anything I missed when you get this retreat information, if class information isn't clear, just make sure that you let me know via email. I'll be responding to that stuff following up. Okay. So thank you all. Toya Thomas saying, how do I find out about your retreat? Right now, I don't have any openings. I always tell people, right now, I'm not accepting any new people because I'm trying to get beds for the people that already were on the list to come. And that's because they shortened the number of rooms that I had available to me. So I'm trying to send out to the people who are currently on the list. And if they don't like what's happened with the rooms, then they can let me know if they still want to attend or not, if they want some changes, if I can make some changes. And if anybody comes off the list, I'll have some openings, but I'm still currently right now needing a bed for one or two people. I can't remember because I just got a list of names here. I don't have the beds assignments right here. I'm going through all of my social medias, getting everybody's deposits written down. So, but right now I don't, but keep watching these videos. I'll try to, whenever I talk about retreat or if I have retreat openings, because what I end up doing is that I do wait lists, and I just have people pay $100 to get on the wait list. So I know you're serious about coming to retreat, because I'm going to tell you what happened. People schedule these retreats. This retreat been scheduled 2 years out, just about. People knew they were going to be coming to this retreat, and you just never know when something's going to happen. Last time, the week before retreat, I had like 3 or 4 openings I was trying to fill, and then one of those openings happened the night before and somebody couldn't come. You might be one of those people that are in Illinois or Kansas that can drive and come on out. You can do a retreat last minute, you were retired or something like that. um it always something comes up. Okay. And so I had to fill positions, and like I said, we had one empty table at retreat because it happened the night before, and I couldn't find anybody to even take it. I couldn't even give it away to anybody I knew for free because we had to still pay for that spot. The person who paid for it couldn't even get their money back. So yeah, things happen. So I will be opening up a wait list, but I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm trying to do right now is make sure that I got beds for everybody so I can know if I got anybody already on the wait list. And that's because they shortened the number of beds that I had the previous year, the number of actual bedrooms, not necessarily beds. They shortened the number of bedrooms that I had last year, which has made me have to recalculate how I'm going to get um 28 beds again, because I didn't have 28 beds the way I had them situated last year. So that's what's going on. It even affected, like I said, it affected my own room. I had my own room last year, and this year I do not have my own room. So but I will be, when I open up the wait list, I will make sure that I put that in the title of the video so you all won't miss it. I wish I could join on Saturday, even a retreat. Fun times to be had. Everyone have a nice week. Good night. Thank you so much for commenting with us tonight. This retreat is June 25th through June 30th, which is a Tuesday through a Sunday, 2024. I normally do them every 2 years. I'm almost thinking that I might need to start doing them every year. But I'm trying to work on different facilities at this point, because I'm having so many people wanting to come and so many people can't come. So if I do them every year, maybe the people who are currently coming can't come every 2 years. So we can get we got a few new people in, but I still don't have enough beds. And if I don't do the full retreat, people don't want to come to a low no frills retreat. They want the whole big retreat. So I am considering doing retreats every year instead of every 2 years, but I'm going to be looking into 2025 doing that. So stay tuned. A lot of this stuff I'm still currently working on. Hi, Rhonda Barlows, saying I got her thumbs up. Thank you so much. So I am trying to figure out a solution for retreat as well. Okay. So this is going to be it for today, guys. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everybody, and quilt out.